Hey, I thought we could introduce you to the Kimberly Stove. I was completely in love with this fireplace when I bought it. It was a whole lot of money, and its selling feature was the fact that it needs like 6-inch clearance. Don't quote me on that, but like really low clearance because it was developed for boats, RVs, vans, other such things. So I didn't want to lose a lot of my kitchen space, so it was perfect. And I really think this is the last year I'm going to have it. It does not heat up my house as much as I thought it was going to, how much I hoped it would. The house is just shy of 500 square feet, and it's just not fitting my situation anymore. I use it to heat the house, which is not really working. I use it to heat hot water because in the wintertime I do not have a hot water tank, and I use it to cook in the wintertime because I cannot use the toaster oven or the cooktop. And it's not really cutting it anymore. This is my cooktop. It worked with me and my oldest, and it's working kind of with me and 2 kids, but it's not gonna work for me, 2 kids, and Mr. 150%. So it is time to upgrade. I kind of just want to get a new stove. Also, I've superheated it so many times. The front grate that holds shit in has pretty much completely disintegrated. The grate the fire sits on is pretty much disintegrating. I think we're gonna turn it into the burn part of the smokehouse that we're gonna build this summer, which would be super awesome. Anyways, I'm gonna show you what wood I burn for all of these things. Here we go. This is my OG woodshed. It is currently full of locusts, which I hear is supposed to be a really good hardwood to burn. I got it from my brother who works for a landscaping company. He brought it to me. It's been seasoning for probably like 2 years, sitting in the rain on the ground. So this year we actually put it up into the woodshed to dry off a little more, and then next year hopefully it'll be a really good burn for like nighttime. It burn really hot and really long, but the wood shelf itself is too small, so I have in the works a multi-purpose sheltered area where the sheep can get out of the rain, where I can store hay, and where I can store wood. And the ground is frozen solid, otherwise I would start. I have a burst of energy to get it done, but I can't, so fingers crossed that I get it done this year. It's going to get done this year. There's no fingers crossed. It's going to get done this year. Over here I've got cedar that we picked up from a fella who fell a tree. It is, as far as I know, cedar, so we're allowing that to season again for next year. I also have a bunch of wood. All of this wood has come from the property, either through just fallen branches, cutting down trees that have fallen down. Having it under the deck, even though it stays dry, is not ideal. I fear that rats will live in it and under it and around it, but for the time being, that's where it's gonna have to stay. And lastly, I have all the wood that was dropped off from my acquaintance who works in a woodworking company. It's all hardwood, so it burns quite fast, actually, unfortunately, what I'm getting right now, but the ash content is low, which I absolutely love. It makes things easier. Plus, this has already come so small. I just use skill saw, chop it up quickly, and it's done.